Friends, so CAT exam 16th of November and 22nd of November. How do you feel? Okay, so today I would like to talk about last day to CAT and what should be done on the D day, on the CAT day itself. So I have tried to make this video very simple and very practical. Now the first thing which I would like to tell you is that the most important thing one day prior to CAT is sleep. Please understand. You must sleep well one day before the exam. This is the most important thing, trust me guys. So I am sure most of you are aware, that one should sleep well and everything. But what am I going to tell you is that how to actually get sleep. What should be done so that you have a non-stop and a sound sleep of at least 7 to 8 hours? What should be done? So one thing I would like to tell you is that you must try to get physically tired, an evening before the CAT exam. You must do cycling or jogging or hit gym or swimming, you must do these kind of exercise which will physically exert you, so that by the end of the evening, when night is approaching, you are tired and actually the sleep is, your body is demanding sleep. Because I have seen so many times that students are so anxious one day prior to the exam that they are not able to sleep properly, and the visualization of the exam and the nightmare of the exam are coming in. We have prepared for the entire year, how the paper is going to be, and all those kind of thoughts are coming in, because of which we are not able to sleep. So one thing is this. Second thing in sleep I would like to tell is that you can go for a warm water kind of a shower just before sleep. That helps. It has been proven and it helps a lot in relaxing the body. One more thing I would like to tell you is that you must avoid any kind of caffeine. Coffee, tea, coke, coca, anything of the sort which has caffeine, because they are anti-sleep kind of thing. So these three things you must keep in mind one day prior to the exam. You must sleep well. That's very important. The second thing one day prior to CAT is, I think you must relax. So how to do that? I suggest watching a comedy kind of a movie or a light kind of a movie. Just stay away from people. Just stay away from negative people around you. There are a lot of people who will keep reminding you, "Beta, tomorrow you have got CAT exam tomorrow. Are you prepared?" There are friends who will just call up, "All the best, all the best." All kind of things. All people have good intentions. But even if you want to forget that you have exam tomorrow, people will just keep reminding about it. So just to stay away and just to have focus kind of thing, you must try to relax, give time to yourself. Try to not to think about the paper, but just try to think about the performance, the kind of hard work that you have put in the entire year. That's very, very important to get the results. One more thing I would like to tell is that you must visit the center one day prior to exam. Just avoid the last minute hiccups, Like if you have got an exam, say Modi Institute. So you might have seen Modi Institute 10 times, but still I would suggest just go one day prior to the exam and visit the institute exact which Modi is there. Like in Pune there is D.Y. Patil College, trust me, there are at least 7 to 8 D.Y. Patil. And various places. Medical is a different place, and engineering is a different place, and boys and women engineering, all these kind of things are there. So just try to visit the center one day prior to advance, where exactly is your scheduled place center, where it lies and all. So that next day you will not be stuck up in traffic and you are not asking people where is this and where is that. That's very important. Okay, fine. Visit your center. Fourth thing I would like to say is that you must keep your documents in place. As far as CAT exam is concerned, that's very good that you have just to take the admit card, the printout of the admit card, and one photo ID, license or passport or PAN card or whatever. Nothing else is needed. But if you have any other exam, let's say some important exam wherein some other documents are there, you must have those ready. Keep all the documents ready one night prior to the exam. So let me write that point, documents. So these are the most important things what you must try to do one day prior to the exam. And one more thing I would like to say in this is belief. probably the best, probably the most important. I hope it's visible. Belief. You know, there are things, given your skill level, you can perform, much better, probably to a potential level. If you are carrying the belief that I am going to do well tomorrow, and all the kind of right frame of attitude is there in you. There are so many sports examples I can illustrate. If you recall Sachin Tendulkar, the greatest idol that India has, he was so focused for World Cup cricket that finally he won in 2011 as a team. But in 99 World Cup, I would like to tell you that he came in the middle of the tournament to India because of his sudden demise of his father. And still he had all the belief, all the courage in him to go back, play for the country and score 100. That is the kind of belief we are talking about. And if you watch his post-match interview, or even today whenever anyone talks about it, he actually mentions the word belief various times. So that is the kind of performance that we can actually give, provided we carry that belief in us, that we can actually do it. So you must carry that, you must always be surrounded with positivity, and you must have that right frame of attitude around you. That's very, very important. Fine friends, coming to the main thing, which is what should be done in the last day, as in what on that day, as in the cat itself. Let's call it D-Day. Let's call it D-Day, the cat day. So first thing is that you must have a very proper breakfast. Let me write like this. You must have a proper breakfast. It's 3 hours, 170 minutes to be precise. The entire energy of our body will be drained out during that time. And therefore, to have that kind of energy in place, we need to have that kind of breakfast, early morning breakfast. Very important. So there are so many things you can go for, but I personally feel banana and milk, you must keep them in your arsenal, in your list of items. That's very important. They will help you in not only giving energy, but acting as a store of energy when you will not know during the exam what kind of position you will be in, and therefore these things will definitely act as a store kind of a thing. So proper breakfast is very important. Second thing, you must try to reach the venue a little early. You have already seen the venue one day prior, please understand. And so you know the way very clearly. But still try to leave your home, keep margin of 10 to 15 minutes more. You never know what probably might happen during the way. You must keep those kind of things in place. Because that is not just a day, that is a very important day on which your entire year is based on. Especially CAT exam, which has got, through which you can apply to so many other colleges as well. CAT's course is accepted by so many top colleges in the country. FMS, one of them. So the idea is you must take it very seriously. Try to reach a little early, keep that margin. Reach venue a little early. The third thing, my dear friends, is focus. We call it conserve energy. Conserve energy. Before exam, if you are going in an auto rickshaw with your friend or two friends, you are talking to each other, or once you have reached the center, you are talking there, 3-4 people group, try to stay away, try to just relax, try to focus, try to just conserve your energy. Don't just gossip around, and you are just unnecessarily wasting your energy talking here and there, which is not relevant or something like that. And even if you talk relevant, last day, just hours or 1 hour, half an hour prior to get, don't expect someone will tell you some different kind of a funda which will help you in the exam or something like that. So just try to avoid it, stay focused, stay relaxed, stay a little away from the crowd, just be yourself for that moment. Fourth thing is, during exam, please read the instructions very carefully, very, very carefully. I have actually seen, and especially in a topic called data sufficiency and English grammar, I have seen so many students marking the option, they are correct, but they mark A, B, C, D because that's what they have been practicing earlier. But for all you know, in the main CAT exam, A might stand for the answer, it can be answered by using both statements together, and B is for it cannot be answered. Generally A and B are for option 1 and option 2 or either alone. You know, I'm sure people who are into CAT and they are into data sufficiency will relate to whatever I say. So please understand, you must read the instructions very carefully. It might happen that there are two back-to-back questions of data sufficiency in the CAT 2014 exam, and for all you know, these two back-to-back questions will have different set of instructions. A will stand for something else in the first question, and it might stand for something else in the next question. So please read very carefully all the instructions. In grammar, I distinctly recollect there was one of my students some 6-7 years back, and he was IIM potential, and he missed out on that year. Next year he got a call from IIM Bangalore, and why he missed out in the year 1 was because in the 3 questions of grammar he did not read not. There was a word not. There are few sentences which of the following are not grammatically correct, and he did not read the word not there. And that's why I suggest, I mean, now the things are online so you can't circle them, but earlier I always used to say one must encircle some important points like not, never, less than, greater than, not equal to, positive integer, whole number. So I always encircle like that, and you know, I always used to write, the moment I see whole number, I always used to write 0 is allowed. And I have seen questions which probably, you know, there is one answer more because of the case of 0 which generally people neglect. I mean, although now it's online, so you need to probably write in the rough sheet whichever you have been given, but try to read the instructions very, very carefully. Very important point. The 5th point probably is, you know, I mean, I personally feel, you know, you must take some timeouts. Maybe 20 to 25 seconds. See, I have taken so many mock CATs with students myself in this year in our institution, and I have seen and I have realized 170 minutes is a hell lot of a time. It is a huge time. Nobody can perform to the best of their potential in the so much span of time of 170 minutes. And therefore, I have probably realized it and come to a conclusion that you must take at least 2 to 3 timeouts. Just relax, close your eyes, take a deep breath for 20-25 seconds, you know, and then again try to get in the deepest of concentration and solving kind of mode. You know, I have seen it helps a lot, number 1. Number 2, our concentration increases. As it is, our mind cannot concentrate for that longer span of time. And more importantly, what I have seen is, even during the timeouts, when we are closing our eyes and taking a deep breath, some question which probably we are not able to think while solving, the idea comes to the mind. The idea might come to the mind that time, and it has actually come to me. So this is a very, very important thing, what one should do during the CAT exam, and how to actually, you know, get the best out of oneself and realize the potential. So I sincerely request each one of you to just go there, you know, bell the CAT, do your best. And as I have been always saying, although some of you might find it a far-fetched argument, but let's make our country proud by, you know, getting into IIMs and then doing amazingly well in the corporate world later, or maybe entrepreneurship later. Thank you, friends.